up, book lovers? It is G-Swizz here, and yeah, we have another book haul. Another book haul that I am behind on filming and probably editing. I mean, at this point, I have like a couple of book hauls that still need to be edited and posted. I know it's terrible because some of these books I have mentioned on my channel previously. Some of these books I have done an unboxing for, and those unboxings either went up on my channel ages ago or recently, depending on how slow I am to editing the video. And finding the time and energy to film them is a whole nother story. So yeah, that is why we are behind. But you know what? Some of you guys don't care because we're just gonna share a bunch of books today, and I'm so excited to talk to you guys about them. I mean, look at them, they're so pretty. I'm gonna go through all of them in this video today. So I guess without further ado, let's get straight into this haul. The first book I have to mention in this haul today is my Bookish Box exclusive edition of Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I'm not gonna lie, I would not have purchased this edition if it did not come in my monthly subscription from the Bookish Box, because nothing is really drawing me to this cover. The cover reveal happened after our subscriptions got renewed, and I just thought, as much as I do appreciate a good special edition of a book from a favorite author, like, I'm still very happy that I have the privilege of receiving a Jennifer L. Armentrout special edition. This is not my favorite design. It feels kind of generic, but I still very much appreciate the fact that this was a monthly book pick because I was very much looking forward to reading this book anyway. However, I do have the Waterstones exclusive edition, and I do have the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, I believe. I do like this reverse dust jacket, but it looks too similar to Annie LaRue. At least the font looks too similar for me. I do like the naked hardback though. I actually don't really take the time to appreciate this naked hardback that much. Maybe I might just remove the dust jacket. I don't know. Or maybe I might just flip it in reverse. I just wanted to see some character art on the front cover. The only edition I've seen of that so far that has done that I actually purchased, but unfortunately it got lost in transit, and Fairyloot have not offered me a replacement, is the Fairyloot edition, which sadly I do not have. Anyway, I'm not starting this haul on a very positive note, unfortunately. But yeah, if there is some sort of alternative dust jacket where I can get some character art on it, that would be great, because I would love to visualize the characters as a breakaway design from every other edition I've received of this book so far. And the next book I have to mention in this haul today is The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton. Yes, this is how long it has been since I've filmed a haul. I am currently talking about a book that I received in a March subscription. There will be a few of those today, as well as some April subscription book picks. But yeah, this is in my collection. I have not yet read this book, but I am excited to try it out eventually. I just noticed that it matches my nails, which is just so cute. Yeah, this is just an absolutely stunning little special edition that I received in my subscription. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see the foiling. The foiling is really cool. And then we've got some end page art as well. And then we have a signature from the author, which is always a beautiful bonus. I also received more from Afterlight, and this time it was a special edition set. I have a special edition set of the Bergman Brothers series by Chloe Leese. If you don't happen to know, this is my favorite contemporary romance series of all time. I love this series so much. I need people to read it, like, desperately. It is so good, and I am just so thrilled that Afterlight made this special edition set happen. This is just gorgeous. We've got these very beautiful spines lined up together that spell Bergman, and I honestly reckon this is such a creative way to display all the books in order. Like, I mean, we could put the numbers on the spines, or we could just spell Bergman, and then you'd have to figure out how to spell Bergman, and then you're sorted from there. And all the pages together on the other side make the A-frame. I mean, they're out of order at the moment, and I can't be bothered to do the whole switcheroo thing, so I might just attach a picture here so you can see what it looks like, but it is just gorgeous. I'm just so happy with the set. I'm really happy that the set exists, and yeah, I love my babies, and I am going to continuously reread this book series for the years to come, and I'm going to continuously recommend it as well. Like, I need more people to read it. I only know one person in my personal life who loves this series. I need more people in my personal life to love this series with me, please. I just need to keep talking about it, like, desperately, because Camillo is probably tired of hearing it all. I'm joking. Camillo never gets tired of it, or at least he tells me he never gets tired of it, but I still kind of feel sorry for the man. And then I have a standard edition of Ashes and the Star-Cursed King by Carissa Broadbent. This was just a pre-order. I pre-ordered it. It's the traditionally published edition. It doesn't have any fancy pages. Not really fancy anything except for the standard naked hardback, which I very much love. I loved this book and I love the series so far. I cannot wait to continue on with it. And some more standard edition hardbacks that I have to include in this haul today. I have the Falling for Fables series, at least the first 3 books in the series. I thought this was going to be a trilogy, but there's gonna be more apparently. Here I have Forged by Magic. I love this cover so much. The second book is Brood in Magic, and the third book is Mind in Magic. And I also love these naked hardbacks. Let me show you. These are just so cute. I just love the little detail there, like that little scepter and the green. I like this. This is like a good honeydew melon green. I love honeydew melon. The second book, Brood in Magic. Let me show you this one. Oh, it has a pint. I love that. I love that. Yes, and then the blue is looking like a baby blue. And then finally, out of the 3, let me show you. Yeah, we've got a little beigey color and we've got a cart with some jewels in there, some crystals. I am so excited to read the rest of the series. I have read the first book. I actually read it on Kindle. I want to listen to it on audiobook because I've since purchased the audiobook, so I can't wait to try that out. But yeah, I just needed to grab these physical copies like so bad because I love the covers a lot. And I also purchased the Fake Crate exclusive editions. They are not here as I'm filming this video, but they are on the way. There's just something about the series aesthetic that just feels so warm and cozy. I mean, technically this book feels very warm and cozy. It kind of also gave me Legend of Vox Machina vibes, but I think Legend of Vox Machina is a little bit more on the darker side. This is slightly on the lighter side of the spectrum, but I mean, I'm not mad about that. I really enjoy a good, cozy fantasy romance, and that is what this book is, and I reckon that the rest of the series will be the same. And the next book that I have to mention in this haul is a book that I thought would never come, but it came. I'm so happy. I have Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco in the beautiful Fairyloot special edition. This is gorgeous. It is magnificent, and this is my favorite cover I've seen of this book so far. I love these pages as well. Essentially, this book got lost in transit, similarly to Fall of Ruin and Wrath, except it was Fairyloot's fault that they did not send a tracking number. So they owned it, and they were like, you know what, we'll wear it, we will send you a replacement. And thank God they did, because I'm obviously bitter about Fall of Ruin and Wrath, you know, that just not coming my way. But thank God it was only 1 book and not 2 books that I did not get a replacement for as a result of them getting lost and me finding out too late. Overall, I'm really happy that I have this. I'm devastated about Fall of Ruin and Wrath. Whenever I look at this book, unfortunately, I cannot separate the Fall of Ruin and Wrath situation because I had asked about both of these books at the same time. So overall, mixed emotions, but I am at least thankful that this is here. And another Fairyloot special edition that I have to mention in this haul today is Foxglove by Adeline Grace. This is the beautiful Fairyloot special edition. It is gorgeous. I love the naked hardback so much. I also very much appreciate the end-page art by Monolime. Absolutely stunning. I love the art so much. The end-page art on the back also looks very nice. And next I have to talk about this beautiful book set. This is the Silver Under Nightfall duology. What was, I actually don't remember what this duology is called, but you know what? It could be Silver Under Nightfall, or it could be something else that has completely escaped my mind. I know, so annoying. Look at those pages. This is stunning. The covers are stunning. The aesthetic overall is just absolutely beautiful. I am very much into the gothic aesthetic. Once again, I've got some matchy-matchy going on. My nails match this cover right here for the first book. And then this beautiful end page art has our trio. I absolutely love them. I can't wait to reread this book and revisit the series. Then this foiling is just absolutely magnificent. I think this matches my nails the best, kind of. I think it's a little bit lighter. And then I must show you Court of Wanderers. This cover is absolutely beautiful. I love a good bright red, and this is giving a very beautiful bright red. Once again, there's our trio, and then the beautiful red foiling. It is bright and it is shiny. I love it. This has definitely got to be one of the most beautiful special editions I've received this year, maybe in my life. I love it so much, and I'm just so happy that once again Illumicrate showed up for it. They did an excellent job with the customization, and I couldn't be happier. Heyo, I'm filming on the next day recently because I got interrupted, and it's probably gonna happen again. I mean, it's kind of inevitable when you're filming a longer video. The next book I have to mention in this haul today is Fathom Folk by Eliza Chan. I received this in my monthly Illumicrate, and I mean, I don't really receive my Illumicrate monthly because I skip it a lot because it has unlimited skips, and literally the rest of my Bookish subscriptions do not have unlimited skips, so I'm often skipping this one to make room for those subscriptions and special editions that will come out within a month. But I really wanted to get Fathom Folk, and so I have it. It's so pretty. This cover is gorgeous. I still have not yet read this book as I'm filming this video, and kind of devastated about that because I'm actually very much looking forward to it. It doesn't have the highest rating on Goodreads, but I haven't read a sea-related fantasy in quite some time, and so I'm really excited about this one. I also have a signature from the author and a stamp from the author as well, which is really cool. Yeah, can't wait to read this one and let you guys know how I go with it. I just really loved this cover, and I wanted to see what Illumicrate would do by changing the colorway, and they did an excellent job with this colorway change. And now I'm going to mention some monthly Fairyloots, and I'm going to start off with A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. Now, I mentioned this in my unboxing. I am personally not the biggest fan of the Fairyloot special edition. I actually prefer the original cover. I mean, this cover is okay, but I feel like it's kind of a glow down from the original cover. I also like the colors on the original cover. I also just wanted some character art on the dust jacket. We don't even have a reversible dust jacket, which kind of devastates me, but we do have some character art on the end pages. I remember receiving a very beautiful book sleeve within that box, and I personally wanted that to be the main cover of the beautiful Fairyloot special edition because it was inspired by A Tempest of Tea, but unfortunately it was not. I do like the foiling on the special edition, but it honestly kind of feels like a generic design that was approved by the publisher. I believe at the time I filmed the video, I didn't consider the possibility that maybe the publisher influenced the decision of making the special edition look like this. I mean, it's not terrible, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite design of this book, and it kind of made me wish I picked up any other special edition in the lead up to waiting for my Fairyloot. But by the time that I received my Fairyloot, every other special edition for A Tempest of Tea was sold out. Waterstone's exclusive edition was sold out. The Bookish Box exclusive edition was sold out. So I'm a little bit sad, but at least I have the book and it doesn't look ugly. I'm not saying that it looks ugly, I just prefer the other designs, that's all. And another Fairyloot YA book pick that I have to mention in this video today is Darker by 4, and I actually prefer this beautiful design over the original cover, even though I do like the original cover, and we do have the original cover in a changed colorway here. I think that looks awesome, but I also very much appreciate this beautiful customized main cover. I mean, look at all that detail. It is stunning, and I love that the pages replicate that design so perfectly. Like, I really love the butterflies on these edges. I also love the end page art. I seriously cannot wait to read this book, and I also very much appreciate this naked hardback. It is so pretty. The combination of blue and purple on it is just magnificent, and the silver foiling just stands out in the best way possible. And now I move on to the Fairyloot adult fantasy book picks, and kicking that off with A Feather So Black by Lyra Celine. This cover is absolutely beautiful. Look at it. Okay, I need to show you the spread. This is a completely customized cover for Fairyloot, and I think they did an excellent job with this one. Sometimes Fairyloot monthly special editions hit, and sometimes they miss, but they really hit with this one. It is just so gorgeous. I am so in love with this cover. I also very much appreciate the pages. Sometimes I do get worried about page designs like this because misprints do happen and misalignment does happen from time to time, but the alignment on these edges, absolutely perfect. And then, oh my goodness, this art is just beautiful. And then we've got a very beautiful naked hardback. Once again, the silver foil is popping. I also very much appreciate the spine beauty there. And then I love the changed colorway on this cover as well. I do like the original cover, it having pink and blue hues, but I do appreciate this colorway change as well. I do like the color purple as well. And the next monthly book pick from Fairyloot Adult was Evocation by S.T. Gibson. I've read a book by them previously, A Dowry of Blood. I really loved that book, and I reckon I'm gonna love Evocation as well. Check those pages out. Once again, I get nervous about pages like this because I'm worried about the alignment, but these seem to be perfectly aligned. I also very much appreciate the foiling here, and this is quite the change. The end pages are glossy, and so is the reverse dust jacket. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of a super glossy reverse dust jacket because I actually want to flip this dust jacket over to this side. I really like the color on this side, but I get nervous about the fact that I cannot actually see the illustrations properly because the light bounces off of it. I do do appreciate this naked hardback as well. It's just so pretty. I love how the gold stands out. And yeah, overall, I'm really excited to read this book. I haven't heard much about this book so far, but I really did like A Dowry of Blood, so I reckon I'm really gonna like this book. And I believe that this is the first book in a new series by this author. And the final Fairyloot adult book pick that I will share in this haul today is The God and the Gimiho by Sophie Kim. Look at this very beautiful cover. This is actually the original cover, but with an updated colorway. And initially I was really worried about how Fairyloot would change the colorway because I personally love the original colorway, but I prefer this colorway. I am absolutely in love with this color combination, and I also very much appreciate the pages. Let me go through the rest of the features. Look at that end page art. It is foiled, and then we've got some more foiling here, some more foiling on the back, and then we've got some reverse dust jacket art of these characters. I'm very much looking forward to reading this book, especially because of the little premise we have in the back. He's a fallen god, she's a shape-shifting fox. They'll do anything to outsmart each other. Anything except fall in love. But I reckon that they will. I mean, it's a bit of a tease, you know? And moving on to the Fairyloot Romantasy book picks of the month, I'm going to be starting off with the first one ever, Lore of the Wilds. This is such a beautiful special edition. I really like that they kept the original cover. I think they might have updated the colorway a little bit, but then there's some very beautiful rose gold foiling, and the edges look absolutely stunning. I have never been more happy with the mushroom aesthetic than I have been with these pages. I just think that this looks very cute. And then we've got some very beautiful foiled end pages. We also have a reverse dust jacket, and it's so pretty, it's so cozy, and I also very much appreciate the naked hardback. This naked hardback has some very beautiful rose gold. It's green, it's got lighter greens and darker green hues. Yeah, it's just very cozy, but also creepy at the same time. And the next Fairyloot monthly romantasy book pick I have to mention in this haul today is A Curse of Blood and Wolves. I am so in love with this cover. I believe this is a Fairyloot exclusive cover, and I just love this art style so much. I also very much appreciate this foiling. I seriously love how the silver foiling looks with this red foiling. I don't know, it's giving me Christmas vibes. It makes me think about tinsel, but in the best way possible. We've got some very beautiful end page art with foiling once again. We've got the love interest there, and I think we've got the female protagonist on the back as well. And then the naked hardback is just absolutely magnificent. I love that foiled design. I love that we've got the wolf there as well, and then we've got a rose. And I'm a huge fan of roses. I also love this dust jacket because of the red foiled flowers as well. And then on the reverse dust jacket, we've got, I believe, maybe the original cover, but with a changed colorway. I don't know, but it kind of looks like the original cover with a changed colorway, but it's all red. I'm not the biggest fan of the text cover, but I am a huge fan of this one, and I'm just so happy that I have this beautiful special edition. And the last Fairyloot Romantasy book pick that I will show off in this haul today is Nectar of the Wicked by Ella Fields. This was my first absolutely most anticipated release to make this box, and since this box has started, there have been a few more, but I have read Ella Fields previously, and I've absolutely loved their works, especially Wolf and the Wildflower. I read that book this year, absolutely devoured it. It is one of my favorite books I've read this year. I'm seriously so obsessed with those characters and the story. I reckon I'm going to be just as obsessed with this story because I've heard amazing things about Nectar of the Wicked. I actually have a friend who read this book when it was self-published, and they said it was absolutely divine, and funnily enough, this duet is called the Deadly Divine Duet. So I am expecting this book and the series to be absolutely divine, but in a very deadly way, but also a lovely way. I absolutely adore this cover design. This is also a Fairyloot exclusive edition cover, and if this cover illustration seems familiar, it is because it was illustrated by the same illustrator as the Bonds That Tie series covers. That illustrator is Emily Snaith Art. I have also purchased a few art prints from them previously, so I just love their art style. Absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you those pages. Those pages look very beautiful, very divine, pun intended. We have some gorgeous end page art there. Look at how beautiful that is, and then we've got some very beautiful foiling on there as well. And then the foiling continues on this naked hardback, and it is just absolutely intricate and detailed and everything I wanted out of a very beautiful special edition and more. And then we've got some spine beauty there as well. I'm just so happy about this, especially because Ella Fields is an Australian author and they're getting this treatment from Fairyloot, but then also they're a favorite author of mine fine as well. So I'm happy for them for 2 reasons. And I also have the Fairyloot special edition sequel I received within this period, and that, my friends, is The Fortuna Sworn by Holly Black. I love this book and I love this series so much. Prince Oak and Sworn are everything to me. They are my babies and I just want to protect them for the rest of my days. This special edition is just so beautiful, and then we've got a very pretty illustration of Prince Oak. Look how stunning he is! And then we got some foiling here as well. I absolutely devoured this book immediately as soon as it came out, and honestly I couldn't be more happy with it. I was so satisfied with this conclusion. I do want to follow these characters more and more for the years to come, but if this is the conclusion we're getting to the world of Elfhame, then I will take it, because I very much appreciated getting Prince Oak and Sworn's story, and at least to me it felt complete. And a Bookish Box special edition sequel that I received within this period is Long Live the Elf Queen. This actually shipped out to many customers ages ago, and I had realized when the Bookish Box announced that they were going to be doing the 3rd book in the series, this book never got sent to me. I never received my special edition copy of the 2nd book in the series, and I internally panicked so much, but thank goodness they were like, oh, we're sorry, my bad, here, we will send it to you. And I couldn't be happier because this special edition is so pretty. Let me show you this beautiful, I don't know what I'm showing you first, okay? My brain just had a massive fart. Naked hardback. Holographic foiling. That is beautiful. And then we've got the reverse dust jacket, which is equally beautiful. I don't know which cover I want to display more. Like, I really love this main cover spread, but I also love the reverse dust jacket spread so much. I love the holographic foiling on this special edition, and the 1st book in the series has like gold holographic foiling. It's gold, but you can see the rainbow shimmery shininess through it. And then the end pages are pretty cool. They're pretty simplistic, but the rest of the features are quite glamorous. And then I received my first ever Goldsboro special edition. I have the Northwind by Alexandra Warwick, and I absolutely adore this cover. I've got a protective little plastic thing on top of this dust jacket because I believe all special editions from Goldsboro have them, but that's great because at least we can confirm that the dust jacket was protected in transit. And then we've got these very beautiful edges. This is why I bought it. It is so gorgeous. And then this book is also signed by the author. It's a Beauty and the Beast reimagining, and it's also a Hades and Persephone reimagining as well. Like, I love a good combination of the two. I've started this book. I need to continue on with it. I read the first 50 pages, absolutely adored it. Yeah, I hope I love the rest of it. Now I have to mention all the Iron Flame special editions that I've received within this period. I've previously hauled all of my Fourth Wing special editions, but here I have some Iron Flame ones. Starting off with the Fairyloot special edition, I have this on its reverse dust jacket side, and I really love that illustration of the 2 characters. We've also got some really cool pages there, and then we've also got some foiling as well. We've got some cool end page art here too, but the foiling is divine in my personal opinion. Now, I've mentioned this before, but I'll mention it again. I'm not the biggest fan of the original cover. I mean, the original cover is just okay. The series covers don't really call to me. I mean, initially I was not actually planning to read Fourth Wing as a result of seeing the cover, but then I heard amazing things about it and I needed to check it out, and that's what I did. So I'm actually very happy to see some fan art on these covers, and I've got another fan art dust jacket that I need to show you. Here I have the Touch of Magic Designs exclusive edition dust jacket. It is foiled. It is very beautiful. I really love this. I also have the one for Fourth Wing on my shelves as well, and this dust jacket is wrapped around the ANZ exclusive edition. It's just so pretty. I love those pages. And the last out of the bunch is the Bookish Box exclusive edition. Here we've got the library aesthetic. This is just a naked hardback with no dust jacket, and I do like these metal ends. I think that they are a very beautiful touch, and then I really like those pages as well. And this edition, I believe, also has some very beautiful art pieces. What is this? Oh! I didn't even notice that. We have a fold-out map. That is so cool. Yeah, the end page art looks really cool. I'm trying to show you guys like a little insert without like spoiling you. Here we go. We've got an overlay, which is very nice. Yeah, there are a few of those overlays and they go with what's happening in the scenes, and I very much appreciate that. And the next thing I have to mention in this haul today is a bind-up that I didn't actually purchase. I mean, I purchased the new bind-up for this series, but I just so happened to receive the old bind-up with, you know, this Spice cover. That, my friends, is the Mind F series. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not extremely mad about this. I actually initially discussed the possibility of Camillo illustrating a new Dusk jacket for my Mind F bind-up. I thought to myself, well, if I really love this series, then I want a beautiful cover for it, and I'm not the biggest fan of this cover. I mean, I do find the new cover quite interesting, but regardless, I would still actually commission a pretty piece of artwork to go around my bind-up regardless. I actually received a refund for this, which is nice, so I ended up spending it on Mind in Magic, which I showed earlier in this haul. It was very nice. A very beautiful exchange, if you will. Yes, so I essentially got this for free. I initially purchased this on Prime Day, and I believe I purchased it the week that the new cover was showing up on the website. I mean, technically it was false advertisement anyway, so I think that I deserve that refund. But overall, I'm really happy that I have a bind-up of this because I have actually devoured it, and I like it. And now I have some absolutely beautiful Bookish and Spice special editions that I need to share with you. These are so gorgeous. I can't wait to go through them. And I'm gonna start off with a special edition that did not appear in their actual subscription, but it was a one-off special edition, and that, my friends, is Diver's Heart by K.A. Knight. K.A. Knight is an author I've read from previously. They are the author of Den of Vipers. Not gonna lie, I actually enjoyed the book, and I loved getting to meet K.A. Knight at Babe 2023. This edition of this book is absolutely stunning. I find that the original cover's okay. Initially, I was actually gonna purchase Diver's Heart in the lead up to Babe 2023, and I did consider purchasing it at K.A. Knight's table at Babe, but I decided to hold off, and you know what? I think that that was for the best, because I have this beautiful special edition now, and it is just absolutely stunning. I love this cover so much. I love the pages, even though I don't know what's going on the pages, really. No, there's a person. There is a person reaching up. Wow. Okay, that is something that I didn't notice initially. I just thought, okay, blue and flowers. Okay, that's cool. Is that an actual person, or am I just making things up? No, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I really don't know. And then we have some end-page art with the cast and crew of this book. And then we've got this very beautiful foiled hardback. It is gorgeous. Now, I actually purchased the special edition through a restock. Initially, when this book was out for pre-order, I put it in my cart, but I was waiting for payday, but the pre-order shut before I got paid. I don't know, I was just like really conflicted about it. I told myself that I would not make the same mistake with Tis the Season for Revenge. So I didn't make that mistake, and I actually purchased Tis the Season for Revenge. But after receiving that special edition, I felt even more FOMO for Diver's Heart. I am so thrilled at the fact that I had a second chance to purchase this book. I'm just really happy that I have this in my possession. I can't wait to read it. I'm so excited. But yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. Everything that Bookish and Spice has put out so far is stunning in my opinion. I think that at this point, they can do no wrong. And every other Bookish and Spice special edition I have to share within this haul today were monthly book picks at some point. But for 3 out of the 4, I was not a subscriber. I jumped onto a restock. I ended up purchasing Brat for Bride. This one looks absolutely stunning. It is gorgeous, and I believe this author is also coming to Babe 2025. Knock on wood. Please do not cancel on me. There is some beautiful art in this special edition. Initially, I had purchased it for its not safe for work art, which is on the other end page. I will not be showing that because I don't want to risk getting demonetized. So you'll just have to take my word for it. Look at this foiling. I love that that foiling continues, and then we've got some art on the Dusk jacket as well. I love a good wedding aesthetic with flowers. Yeah, I think that that's absolutely cute. It's a mafia romance, and I am very much into mafia romance, so I'm excited to read this one. But I initially jumped onto the restock because I found out that this was going on sale. Blood and Steel by Helen Truer. This special edition is my favorite. I mean, I do like the original cover, but there's just something about this beautiful special edition that was calling my name. Like, I just really needed it, and I have it. Look at that beautiful naked hardback. It is so pretty. It's so gorgeous. And then we also have a reverse Dusk jacket as well. I think we might have some not safe for work. Oh, actually, it's too dark to even see. But we did get given a very beautiful print to go alongside this beautiful special edition. So overall, I'm very much pleased with this. But then I decided to purchase another book within their restock, and that, my friends, is the the Heli A Cool Rising, hopefully I pronounced that right, by CC Davy. Look at this beautiful special edition. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love that foiling. I love that illustration. I love these pages. I actually purchased a damaged special edition, right? Initially, it was listed as faulty pages for some reason. I can see that they're like a little bit faded, but it is barely faded. The quality of this special edition feels like it wasn't purchased from a damaged listing. But guess what? It was purchased from a damaged listing. I am just absolutely blown away at that quality, even though it's a little bit faded. And look at that naked hardback. That is just so pretty. And then we've got some really cool reverse dust jacket art here. And I believe there's some not safe for work art in this special edition, so I'm gonna avoid. No, actually, no. This one's okay to show, but the not safe for work art is in the middle of everything. And I'm not gonna lie, it was a selling point for me. Overall, I'm really happy that I have this. I cannot wait to dive into this series. I think it's a trilogy. And the last of the Bookish and Spice special editions that I have to mention in this haul today is one I received in my monthly box, my first ever monthly box, and that, my friends, is Die For You by Lauren Jackson. I've only recently found out that Lauren Jackson is attending Babe 2025. Once again, knock on wood. I'm not ready to hear that there's gonna be a cancellation. But if they haven't canceled, then I'm relieved. Look at how gorgeous this is, and it matches my nails because purple. I'm seriously excited to read this because it's giving me Crave and Vampire Academy vibes. I mean, I just want more vampiric fiction in my life, and this is giving that. So very much looking forward to checking this one out. We've got some very beautiful art there. We've got a very beautiful naked hardback as well with some foiling, and then we've got a reverse dust jacket that kind of makes this book look like a rom-com. I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping that this book gives me some rom-com moments as well. Overall, this is just a very beautiful addition to my collection. I'm happy to have it, and as I'm filming this video right now, I obviously have not yet read it. I'm hoping that I will enjoy it when I get to it eventually. Hello, it's me on another day, as to be expected, and I'm planning to close this haul off with a few special edition sets, starting off with this set right here by Casey L. Bond. This is the Fairyloot special edition of the Where Oceans Burn series, which consists of Where Oceans Burn and Where Skies Fall. These covers are absolutely beautiful, and I also love that we get a close-up of the characters' faces on the back. I don't know, I just find that to be really cool. This is a duet, I believe, so it kind of works for the two main characters to be on each cover. And I had been seriously tossing up whether I should get this set or not for a while, actually. This set was restocked in the Fake Crate Archives shop from time to time, and I was like, well, I want it, but also, I don't know. And I think that's because I barely know anything about the series, but the covers convinced me. But not only the covers, actually. Look at that naked hardback. The blue and silver foiling, the pink, all of it. Oh my goodness. This is just gorgeous, and I saw this, I was like, you know what, it needs to be mine. But it took me a while. I had to marinate. I had to figure out whether it was worth it or not, and when I saw the low stock notification on Fake Crate's Instagram story, that was when I panicked and purchased it. And then we have the sequel here, which also has a very beautiful naked hardback, which has rose gold or like bronze, also with the added bonus of bronze edges, and then we've got some silver there as well, and the blue. I just love the bright colors of these naked hardbacks and just these special editions in general. They are just so beautiful. Honestly, I kind of cover purchased them and naked hardback purchased them as well. And another thing that I purchased from that same restock of the Fake Crate Archives shop was the 3 series by Kristen Ashley. These covers, initially I was like, oh yeah, they're just okay, but I need to go through the features of this beautiful set. These books look so cool. Let me go through them. Okay, so we've got Until the Sun Falls from the Sky. I'm just going to show you that artwork in detail. That is very pretty. The cover concepts for the special edition set are pretty interesting. And then we have some digitally printed edges there. And then let me show you this naked hardback. I need to show you guys this beautiful naked hardback with holographic foiling. It's everything I wanted and so much more. It's so different from the dust jacket concept, but I'm not mad about that. I love the duality of the set. The second book in this set is With Everything I Am I think maybe this might just be my favorite cover in the set. And I mean, I did look at the third cover and I would still agree with that. I really love the colors. I love this illustration so much. And then the digitally printed edges also look very cute. I really love this mint green. Like, it's one of my favorite colors. And then look at this holographic foiling. It's seriously giving. I love it. I love it so much. I am obsessed. When I opened this set for the first time, I had a massive serotonin hit because I was hit with so much holographic foiling and I very much appreciated it. Every single time I want to feel a similar hit, I am going to look at the naked hardback. And then last but not least in the set, we have Wild and Free, and this is a very cute illustration, but I mean, this is what I came here for. Is right here. I love this naked hardback the best because of the detailing. Like, look at that detailing. Look at that line work. I love it. Especially this moon. Oh my goodness. Like, that, the detailing and printing that moon, spectacular. This set is so gorgeous. And once again, I barely know anything about the series except that it has to do with vampires. I literally jumped onto this restock because I felt FOMO. I pretty much cover purchased these books and I didn't realize that these books had holographic foiling on their naked hardbacks. And I'm really happy that we've got that added bonus because honestly, it just makes it all worth it. Now I need to read the series because I've heard really good things. Like, people were really hyped up for the set as soon as Fae Crate announced it, and I want to be just as hyped up for the series, so I'll let you guys know how I go with it when I get to it eventually. And the next special edition set I have to mention in this video today is one I don't recall mentioning on my channel at all since receiving it, but I do plan on bringing it up in a favorite special editions video in the future. And that, my friends, is the Fairyloot special edition set of Fortuna Sworn. These books are chunky. I just gotta try to hold them up in a better way. There we go. Look at those spines. Absolutely gorgeous. I was worried about the page printing alignment, but you know what? They got there, and it's just so beautiful. You know what? I think I'm somewhat nervous with Fairyloot doing larger series because I wasn't pleased with their quality control with the Guild series, specifically the Play to Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. So I was worried about how Fortuna Sworn would turn up to my place, and turns out it came in great condition. All the printing is perfect. So this is the first book, Fortuna Sworn. There are the pages. Now let me show you the very beautiful end page art, and then the naked hardback. Absolutely beautiful. And then you've got the spine beauty as well. Book 2 in this series is Restless Slumber. I really love this cover. I mean, I love all of them. I have still not yet read the series, which means I have not yet met Fortuna, but I see these beautiful illustrations of her and I want to get to know her even more. I'm just really pleased with these covers, and I also very much appreciate this once again. Book number 3 in this series is Deadly Dreams. Once again, Fortuna is slaying. She does look like she's in distress. I'm a little bit worried about her mental well-being because I've heard that she goes through a lot in the series, but I do have to say she does look great. And the last book that came in this portion of the set is Beautiful Nightmares, and this book is a chunker. It is huge. I don't know how long this book is. Let me share that with you. 713, 14, 15 pages. That is massive. And look at Fortuna again. She looks great. Once again, oh, actually, we got some end page art there. Pretty cool. And then foiling. All of it looks so beautiful. I'm actually very pleased with the set. I was nervous about how it would turn out because I don't know, the last time Fairyloot decided to do, I mean, not the last time, but like, look, with the Play to Prisoner series, they did like a black background and then a navy blue cage. It just did not work. This, however, works, and I'm pleased with this. So overall, very satisfied with the set. It's definitely one of the best sets I've received this year. The last 3 sets that I have to mention in this video today, I know that I have mentioned in at least 2 videos so far. One being their best special edition video that they were featured in. I think all of these were featured in the part 2 for 2024. I've recorded my first reaction to all of these sets on my channel, so I won't go into too much detail when it comes to these sets. Maybe I might, I don't know, this might be a complete lie. Like, maybe I might all of a sudden just like show you every single feature, but I mean, I've spent a lot of time talking about these sets in the past. So next up we have the Arcane Society exclusive edition of the Kit Davenport series by Tate James. Here we've got the spines. They're all, you know, dark and foiled, but here they're very colorful. Each of them have a very colorful cover. I'll go through them quickly. The first book in the series is The Vixen's Lead. The second book in the series is The Dragon's Wing. The third book in the series is The Tiger's Ambush. The fourth book in the series is The Viper's Nest. The sixth book in the series is The Crow's Murder. And last but certainly not least, the final book in the series is The Alpha's Pack. All of these are naked hardbacks. We don't have like reverse dust jacket art, and every single one of these special editions have like these kind of end pages, so no additional art. One of the books is signed in the set, the rest are not. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. All these covers are absolutely stunning. I really love the foiling and I love the feel of these special editions as well. And I also very much appreciate the page design. I reckon that the Arcane Society did an excellent job with this special edition set, and I can't wait to see them do more. The second last special edition set that I have to share in this haul today is my Duskwalker Brides set. At least the first 4 books in the Duskwalker Bride series, and this was done by Fairyloot. This set is absolutely stunning. I've gone through this set a few times on my channel, but I will show you quickly what everything looks like. I mean, look at that. Look at the holographic foiling. I mean, look at Rhea and Orpheus just looking all glorious. I love them so much. You know what? I just can't resist showing these off. So I will quickly show these off. I seriously adore these naked hardbacks. I just really love this set so much. I love this series so much. It is definitely one of my favorite series. And I've said it before, I will say it again. I think that the world would be a better place if everyone just read this series, because it is just so wholesome. And one of my absolute favorite things to do is gush to Camillo about the series and how much I love it and adore it. I love that he's just like, you know what, that sounds awesome. And those stories, even though they would seem scary based on the packaging, they actually seem a lot more wholesome. And I love that he sees that as well. I really want him to read the series. I want everyone to, though. Here's the final book. I love this color scheme in particular. This red and blue blending to make it purple. It's just absolutely beautiful. I also love these edges as well. I think that these edges are my favorites. I kind of wish that we got those flowers everywhere, but you know what? I have not yet actually read this book as I'm filming this video. Maybe these flowers suit the aesthetic of this book specifically, and they were placed on the pages accordingly. I can't wait to see what Fairyloot do with the rest of the series. This is definitely one of my favorite sets, and every single time I bring it out, Camillo is also very much fascinated in the holographic foiling as well. It's definitely one of his favorites as well aesthetically. So yes, this set is definitely in a loving home. And last but certainly not least, the final special edition set I have to mention in this haul today is a special edition set of one of my favorite series of all time, and that, my friends, is the Bargainer series by Laura Falasa. The spines together. Look at them. Look at that alignment. It is so pretty. I'm also going to quickly show you the edges together. Look at that foiling. Oh my goodness. The way that the Arcane Society were able to come through with that is just absolutely incredible. And I will quickly show you the reverse dust jacket art. Right? I seriously adore this art so much. This book series is just everything to me. If you are new to my channel, if you don't happen to know, this book series is my go-to comfort romantasy series. Every single time I'm going through a tough time, I think about this series, I think about these characters, I think about the strength and resilience of these main characters. There are so many lovely and romantic quotes from this series that I consistently think about. Like, honestly, if I could rewrite my wedding vows or actually just redo my wedding, I would probably quote a few of them, because the way that Laura Falasa is able to articulate what it is like to love someone unconditionally in this book series makes me feel speechless and in awe, because it just hits close to home. Then we have the final book, Dark Harmony. This book makes me so emotional. This is actually one of my favorite finales of all time. The way that this book series makes me feel, I don't know if anything can compare to it. I don't actually understand, because honestly, while it was a great romantasy read, it was not the deepest fantasy I've ever read in my entire life, but there was just something about the series, and I think it's because the characters are characters that I can relate to on a deep and emotional level, and the story just feels so timeless to me. These characters feel like they are role models to me. Like, I love them so much. Like, I would do anything for Calypso's happiness. I really would. I would take a bullet for her. Seriously. I think she deserves the world. I'm not going to go into what happens in this series, but some things are just really heartbreaking, heart-wrenching. The love that these two characters had for each other throughout the series was just absolutely powerful. It was not perfect. It was a very imperfect love story. There were moments where I thought, this is definitely not perfect. But the fact that I could connect to both these characters on such a deep and emotional level, and the fact that no matter what, they showed up for each other, it's just absolutely beautiful. I'm just seriously over the moon that I have another special edition set of this series. It is one of my favorite series of all time, and I will keep collecting special edition sets of the series because it's everything to me. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, leave me the book stack emoji, because we do that for book hauls here. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Join the amazing community of book lovers. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Started out with half and I flipped it into double.